Good evening, everyone. Anyone having a shitty day today? Yeah, a couple of people. Well, you can't be having a shittier day than a middle schooler during a pandemic, right? So just be grateful for that. And you know, there are people who choose to spend their days voluntarily with middle schoolers. Yeah, that's right. When I tell people I'm a middle school teacher, they give me this knowing look like I'm going to empathize with them about how shitty it was. And it's your own damn fault. You got terrible highlights of the early 2000s and people started calling me Mark McGrath. Like, middle schoolers are still making terrible decisions, except for now everyone sees it right away on social media. But I love teaching middle schoolers because I get first row seats to the worst fashion comebacks. I get to see these zitty faces and braces-filled mouths like tottering along on their newly sprouted limbs like baby giraffes in a minefield of hormones. You know, the middle schoolers are this really sweet spot between being a pee-in-your-pants little kid and a pissed-off adolescent. And it's funny because I have this theory that teachers who choose to teach middle schoolers all sort of have their own trauma that they're still processing, right? And so they go back into the middle school classroom to see about repairing some of that trauma. I can say that for me, the early adolescent trauma that I was subjected to was over plucking my eyebrows. Yeah, people don't understand the plight of the eyebrows in the early 2000s. Before then, white women had like Kathy Ireland and Brooke Shields and Cindy Crawford, women with eyebrows for days. And then suddenly the pencil thin eyebrow was in, so we were all plucking, and that shit never grows back. Right? So just like many other people who did this in the early 2000s, I painstakingly draw on my eyebrows every day, being careful not to crouch in or to move into Groucho Marx territory. Right? The key is to make sure that your eyebrows aren't twins, but they're cousins. At this point, my eyebrows are inbred siblings. We have a pep talk every day. Think thick. Einstein thick. We have an autographed picture of Eugene Levy's eyebrows on our wall for inspiration. And we can only hope that one day we will be as beautifully connected as the incomparable Frida Kahlo. It's funny because the first or the best piece of advice I got for surviving middle school was to hold your farts in class, right? And then let them out when you're in the hallway. So as a teacher, I've taken that advice and I flipped it on its head. If you're a dick in my class, you're getting crop dusted. Right? Like, you borrowed a pencil and didn't return it to me? Well, guess you had dairy for lunch. And it's funny because no one ever thinks it's the teacher, right? Because we're robots. You know, you're treated as a robot. I'm not actually entirely sure that I'm not a robot. I get that question wrong every time online. I'm relatively new to stand-up, but I like to say that I've been practicing for the past 13 years on middle and high school students, because those fuckers are rabid. But I gotta say that performing in front of you all doesn't give me the same thrill as stopping a prepubescent boy from masturbating in the back of my class. Are you eyeing him? Think about the poor custodian. Yeah, I don't get it. Like when I make a joke like that and people are like, ooh, should they go into like a teacher porn bit? I'm like, I don't know what's sexy about being a teacher. Like, really nothing. You're treated like shit. You know, but it is what it is. Not all heroes wear capes. Some of us just like to hang out with middle schoolers and then make fun of them on stage to you all. So remember, if you're having a shitty day, at least you're not still in middle school. My name's Carrie. Have a great night.